Since you've been listening this far, we're gonna throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you, I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Hey, ho, ho. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I'm just thinking that Vegas is beneath Michael. You know, Michael might be a lot of things, but he's still an icon. And, you know, he might be going out like a sucker at this particular point, but there is no denying his body of work. And, you know, I don't believe that, you know, he's lacking money in the way that he's poor. I think that he's like millionaire bankrupt, you know, like no problems, just, you know, reconfiguring, moving money around and all that other kind of stuff. I'm not worried about Michael financially. I just feel as though Vegas is beneath him. That's all. Like Vegas is beneath Prince. Adema was doing on his show the other day, Michael Jackson versus Prince. I'm listening in the bathroom. I had no question about it. And Michael Jackson, in my mind. But both of them are great. Both of them have given so much. Both of them, I feel Vegas is beneath both of them. I don't want to hear Prince performing Vegas when he gets in his later years in his career either. I like to see people like that collect their money, never come out, you know, and belittle themselves by doing, you know. And there's nothing wrong with Celine Dion doing Vegas, but Celine Dion is a new jack. And I sway to her music, too. They listen to Celine Dion CDs in my nail salon, you know. I love it. I sing right along. Yeah, she makes me cry with that music. But she's perfect for Vegas. I teeter on that Madonna's too big for Vegas. I teeter on that. Like, I don't think that I want to see Madonna do Vegas. I don't think that I do. But I definitely feel as though Vegas is beneath Michael Jackson. And I understand what Donald Trump is doing, and I'm hoping that Michael Jackson doesn't cave in. I'm hoping that he can say no to this regardless of the money. Do you understand? They said, though, that the negotiations are underway, but there's no confirming or denying from either Michael's camp or the Trump's camp. But they, meaning, you know, the set-siders. And the set-siders, they always know what's going on. They said negotiations are underway, and that Michael would draw more than $80 million, more than the $80 million gross that Celine Dion made in 2004. So you just round Michael off to $100 million. I know that money can do a lot. I know, but it's like beneath him. And then no matter what, he's going to be on that Vegas stage every night, people throwing tomatoes or people loving him. But either way, you know, he's just been going through having finger pointed regarding kids. Do you really want to put yourself out there like that? Hello.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi.
Hi, I have a comment for you.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Good. Go ahead.
You said that about kids getting beat down. One beat down won't hurt them. What do you mean by that? Like,
what?
What do you mean? No, you said about kids.
Kids. I thought you said kiss, like Jada Kiss.
Oh, yeah, getting beat down.
No, I was talking about the spanking. We don't, you know, I called a spanking a beat down. I don't mean a pummeling like a beat down on a block, but you know how a parent beat. Anyway, what I mean is that spare the rod, spoil the child. I believe that.
No, but trust me, spanking is not the option.
Well, you want to know what?
It leads to abuse. Like you said with cigarettes, it leads to harder drugs.
Okay, that's your opinion, and I did not say that spanking was the first option. It should actually be the last option. I believe in spankings, but what I believe in even more is that if you speak effectively and grit your teeth and get up in their face so they feel your hot breath. Like, I haven't had to give a spanking in I don't know how long at my house. It's damn near a year because I have a way of saying, you know what I mean?
But why would you
All right, look, don't question my parenting skills. All right,
I'm not questioning it.
Well, I'm not at liberty to talk about this on the radio. It's kind of like talking about abortion. I think it might not really be, but in my opinion, it's just kind of like telling parents to beat their kids. It's like telling people to go get abortions. I believe what I believe. I do what I does, and Thanks for calling. I just wasn't comfortable having that conversation. That was relating to a woman from Advice Hour, everybody. So she's got this 12-year-old daughter. The 12-year-old daughter is out of control. The mother is 35 years old. The daughter has threatened to kill her when she sleeps, threatened to kill her if she has to do any chores around the house. No doubt this is probably a poor student and so on and so forth. The father passed away 3 years ago. The daughter started acting out about 2 years ago. And what I told the mother, she asked me what she should do. And I said, you really do need to start being a lot more firm with her in the way you talk to her. You like this. But in between, because I wasn't going to tell her you need to start beating this girl's behind. But in my mind, And I also said, be more firm in your communication with her and start sending her to therapy to start unlocking some of these locked doors, dealing with, the father's death and unresolved issues. And just, it's a place for the 12-year-old to talk, in addition to the firm communication at home. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
Well, okay, I wasn't talking to you. You got kids?
Yeah.
Do you believe in a spanking?
Yes.
Okay, now see, I don't feel as though I should say that on the radio, but understand when I say get greasy, it encompasses the whole gamut. How are you? I'm sorry, honey.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm glad you called.
This Wendy?
Yes.
You sound different. Oh my gosh. Okay, well.
Okay.
Put that where? Back there.
All that for that. What happened? Sound like she was about to go into advice. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, it's Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
This is Jasmine from New Jersey.
Hey, Jazzy.
I need your advice.
Okay.
Now, I've been with this guy for going on 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I just recently found out that for the past 2 years, he's been, he's been cheating on me.
Mm-hmm.
Now he tells me another secret 2 days ago that before he had sex with a girl, he had sex with a guy 5 times.
Okay, so, all right.
I was wondering, does that make him gay, or is it just a course of curiosity, or...
Do you really care to find out the answer and stay around, or do you just want to be out?
It's up to you, Wendy.
Oh, it's up to me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm out. So I don't care how many times you've had sex with a guy. You're telling me you had sex with a guy, and now you're telling me it's 5 times. And why are you telling me this? It's not like I caught you doing it. What are you trying to tell me that you're getting? What are you trying to get rid of me? Okay, you don't have to try anymore. I am so out. You've cheated on me for more than half of this relationship, and you're gay. I'm out. And that's what I say. Since you left your relationship up to me. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Good. So what's going on over there?
Nothing. I'm thinking about quitting my job.
Okay. Why? Do you have a second job?
No, I don't have a second job, but I found out from a valuable source that they were going to fire me.
Oh. So you're going to quit first?
Yeah.
Well, it is
I
better.
want to quit before they fire me.
It's better
to
to
save
quit.
myself the embarrassment.
Well, not only that, but it looks better on your resume that you quit as opposed to being fired. Fired never looks good.
Okay.
So now, do you need to stick around for a few more paychecks? Do you have your 3 months of FU money?
Yeah. Because it's income tax time.
Good girl. Good girl. Oh, you're waiting for your income tax to come in.
No, well, I saved up a couple of money, and then, the income tax is coming also, so,
Good.
that should be just to hold me over.
Yes. So your life won't really have to suffer while you're out looking for another job.
No, I really don't have to suffer.
Good girl. So can you quit tomorrow?
I want to. That's what I plan on doing.
Yeah, you got to swoop down on them before they swoop on you. I wish you well, hon.
That's right. Thank you, Wendy.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We'll take one more call. Hello? Hello?
Yeah?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello. You got to speak up, though. How are you? It's Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
Hey.
How are you?
Doing well.
Am I on the radio now?
Sure you are.
Okay. Wait, is it time for the Pick Your Pleasure thing?
No, it's not, but we're doing fur tonight.
Is it a men's fur or a women's fur?
Well, are you gay?
Yes.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, well, no, I heard it, but I just wanted to make sure.
Wendy, don't say that.
Does it matter? Do you do drag?
No.
Okay, so you would
Never
totally.
have.
Well, here's the thing. The furrier you'll have to ask the furrier if they would switch it if you happen to win. Obviously, you don't have a girlfriend, or are you one of those gay guys that tricks girls?
No. Not at all.
Maybe
I could sell it.
Maybe you can give it to your mom for Mother's Day.
Perfect idea.
She would forgive. That would be her forgiveness.
No, but
gift
I think
for
she's a
you.
little too old for fur.
Well, you are never too old for fur. How old is she?
She's probably like 60.
Honey, please. She's just hitting her stride. You know what? You give her a fur coat, and that will have her forgive you for all your sins. Like the day you came out to her. I know she
Oh,
crushed
God.
her pearls.
And do I remember that day?
Mhm.
Oh, she cried and cried.
I bet she did.
You know what? That's a good idea. So when should I call back?
Call back when you hear the sounder, and we do it at 6:30. And if you give me a moment, once I hang up the phone with you, I'll describe the furs so that you have a heads up.
Please do.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Bye. All right. We have a white fox bolero, cut to the waist, trimmed with the leather zip front cuffs. I've got the picture. It's cute. Then number 2 is this is the one I pick. It's you can choose either the red or the white. It's a fitted. It's a fitted popcorn-like fur. You know, it's like popcorn, like balls. It's got a leather waist. Cinch. The waist is probably about 5 inches wide, so it's got nice support to cinch your waist, so you can look like the Catwoman. And it hangs just below your booty for nice cupping. I like this one a lot. This is the one I choose, and I choose it in white. Or maybe red if red is your color. Oh, and the third one is a short, sporty, sheared mink in blue or in burgundy with a mandarin collar. Don't particularly care for this one. As a matter of fact, that's my third choice. My first choice is the popcorn fur, and then my second choice will be the bolero. And all the furs are coming from the furrier, whose name I will give you, and all the other goodies when we play the contest, and you call, and hopefully you win, okay? That's our Pick Your Pleasure. Oh, you know what book I finished? I finished reading Running Game by Courtney Parker. Remember she came on the show the other day? Loved the book, didn't particularly care for her behavior, but she was at the comedy experience last night. She forgave me. And I told her, fortunately, I literally just finished the book that morning, yesterday morning, prior to coming to work. I had a moment, our kid is away in Miami for spring break with the family. So it's like, I'm childless at this particular point, and I like, drinking my Nescafe and sitting at the kitchen table and, reading my sex book and... So I finished it, and for what it's worth, she has a book signing going on right now. If you're anywhere near Melodrama Books and Things in Far Rockaway, Queens, she's there until 7 o'clock signing books. Tomorrow, Courtney Parker. Love her book. It's called Running Game. It's about basically the hoary ways women can be when it comes to these athletic men, and the slutty ways they can be, the doggy ways they can be. It's a plot like so many other books, but I never get tired of the particular plot. You show me my favorite books have block huggers, whores, you know what I'm saying? Guns, pregnancies through ill means, like I stuck a hole in the condom and what, you know what I'm saying? That kind of... Yeah, it's me. You can't avoid me. Well, I am about to have your baby. Tell your wife to come outside now. Those are my favorite kind of books. So this is one of them books. It's the book version of the Beacon Theater plays. If you understand what I'm saying. And I love it. I'm not saying that in disrespect. I love it. Courtney's signing tomorrow over at Black Fax in Brooklyn on Willoughby Street. And then she's going to be at the Livingston Mall between 4 and 6 on Friday at Black Fax. So I hope your book does real well, though, girl. Problem with Courtney, to me, is that she doesn't just write about it. She is it. She lives it. And if you didn't hear the interview, oh, well, you missed out. She said first of all, she already has a baby by, well, or, yeah. Who's the athlete who she has the baby by?
Maurice Green.
Mm-hmm. All right. The world's fastest man. The baby was in the other room. So she already locked him down. And I asked her, when does she plan on quitting this? She's like 30 years old now. I said, okay, you're a little long in the tooth to continue this childish skeezer behavior. And at 30, nobody forgives you anymore for that. They look at you like, okay, you know full and well what you're doing. She said, I will leave the game when I have the second child by the next big thing. And she told me, and you know what? Hand to the air. I appreciated her honesty. Because a lot of hookers, they try to hide that. Not Courtney. She said it just the way it is. And I appreciate, man. And as far as I'm concerned, she's a friend to the show. And she's going to keep writing books like this. I'm going to keep reading them. And keep having her come back. But my opinion's not going to change. That's a reality show. Remember those gay boys having sex in the tree in Central Park?
That was a long time ago.
Well, I have the
Update?
Yes, the update. You can give it to me for official style.
Okay.
A love-struck teenager who created a public spectacle by climbing a 30-foot tree in Central Park to canoodle naked with his transsexual sweetheart was sentenced yesterday to community service, most likely back in the city park. We'd be doing his community service. Anyway, I don't feel like going on with the story. It's enough that they had, remember there was a standoff and people gathered underneath the tree watching them up there, the transsexual and the teenager. Teenager ran away from home because he didn't want to be honest with his parents. And then the cops showed up and, you know, they're up there in the tree naked, everything dangling.
I'm gay, I'm a homo, I like guys.
Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony. Okay, so they're selling all real estate that had anything to do with any other lovers, and I love that. That's one thing about being rich. You know, we commoners, we can't do that in a lot of cases. We don't want to do that because it involves too much selling and, you know. As a matter of fact, I'd rather sell a place where I have bad memories of somebody's death as opposed to jumping off and splashing off all over the place. Who can afford to sell, you know, who feels like moving like that? But the rich, I love spying on their lives. So Jennifer and Mark, she sold her Miami waterfront mansion that she shared with Ben, as well she should. And she also unloaded the Beverly Hills mansion that she shared with Ben, as well she should. And he sold the house where he lived with his ex-wife Dianara, as well he should. And then we just start all over. I like that. I like that a lot.
Furniture too and everything?
As far as I'm concerned, it needs to be new everything. Furniture holds stains. And don't try to tell me that you all didn't do it here, because I will hire those people from TV with that light. And we'll turn off all the lights and see what turns blue. You know, I have all kind of stains every place. When I woke up this morning and went downstairs for my Nescafe, there was jelly in the foyer. And I said, how'd the jelly get here? And I vaguely remember what happened after the comedy club last night.
Uh-oh.
There's splashes of jelly. No, I'm not saying. The terribly funky part about it is because with him not being there, it's like a little vacation for us. So, you know, I can go back to just like, I feel like I'm running around in somebody else's house or something. I didn't even wipe it up. It was hard when I woke up this morning. I just left it there. I mean, I'll get around to it. Yeah. You know, he's not here to step in it.
So you had a jelly sandwich.
Or something. Something was jumping off, and it definitely wasn't in the kitchen. There's no jelly. The jelly was in an inappropriate place. Yeah.
Without the peanut butter.
Exactly. Did you hear about the guy who was living a double life? Well, guys do this all the time, and for that matter, women do it too. But for some reason, you know, we just don't get caught. He had 2 wives just living 2 miles apart. Exactly. Well, his name is Roy Jackson, and he led an amazing double life. He was married to 2 women, and they lived 2 miles apart. For 6 years, he told his wife, Janet, that he was running a successful company halfway around the world. And he'd be away from home for months at a time, often phoning 3 times a day from his base in Malaysia. But he'd forged documents to secretly divorce Janet so he could wed his younger lover, Pamela, and set Pamela up in a house 2 miles away from Janet. And Janet goes on to say, we were married for 37 years, and I find out he's a bold-faced liar. He's made a mockery of our marriage. The couple had been married for 30 years with a daughter and 2 grandchildren when Roy told his wife that he'd have to start working in Malaysia frequently. Because his bathroom fittings business often took him on the road and trips abroad, 59-year-old Janet never suspected anything. He used to come back on visits and then go away again, Janet said. And he called 3 times a day from Malaysia. 61-year-old Roy didn't say in his calls, what he didn't say in his calls was that he went through a wedding ceremony with 45-year-old Pamela in 1999 and has her living 2 miles away from Janet. Janet finally got suspicious when a relative saw Roy's car with another woman when he was supposed to be in Malaysia. When Roy called that night, he said my family was telling a lie. How could it be him when he's abroad? Somebody else told me that he was living with Pamela, but he denied it. Anyway, the jig is up. These men. Whatever. Don't cry for us, Argentina. The smart ones always got a plan. And a gun. PI. Wendy, the girl who just called about quitting her job, if she quits, she gets no unemployment. So she would sit back and so I would say sit back and let them draw up documents to terminate her. She should only quit if she's getting laid off for doing bad work. She should wait because she would get her FU money and her unemployment compensation. Unemployment has all types of extension for going to school, so I would stay. Get fired, go straight to unemployment, sign up for school or something. And they even have programs for if you want to start your own business. F the embarrassment. That is irrelevant when it comes to getting that paper. Yeah, you know what? Thank you for this. No, not the embarrassment of her job. Did I say the word embarrassment? Because if I did, I didn't mean embarrassment. I meant it having, a fire on your resume, I mean, if she has her money, what I was asking about FU money is money apart from unemployment. Like, can you afford, in other words, to be out of work for, say it takes you 3 months to find another job. Can you afford it, that, as well as not collecting unemployment? I mean, it's a catch-22 situation. Ultimately speaking, that's a decision she's going to have to make on her own. And I'm sure she's smart enough not to just take my word for it. She'll, reconfigure her finances and see what she's really got going on. One thing that I wouldn't do is wait for a tax return. Because from what I understand, if she lives in New York State can't afford to pay their tax returns right now. So everybody's on a wait hold. Yeah. Well. Dear Wendy, I'm going to be on, by the way, Inside Edition tonight. It comes on at 2 o'clock in the morning here in New York. But I do know that Inside Edition is the second highest rated entertainment show on television. Even though it comes on at 2 o'clock in the morning here in New York and the ratings get turned off at midnight. It's just a coast until 6 a.m. Like with radio. Nobody's rating overnights. You know what I mean? That's just a little connector so you don't have to flip the switch and turn the radio station off. Anyway, I like the people there. And, when a Negro gets in trouble, I'm proud to, I guess, be the go-to person because that's usually what happens. So Whitney Houston's back in rehab. It's very unfortunate. I stated that on Inside Edition. I'm not surprised. Drugs are the devil. And she apparently does not have the strength to do it alone. So she's back in the rehab center that she went to last year this time. Problem is that she's refusing in-house care. She wants to go to day treatment, which, is wrong. But she feels as though with day treatment and prayer is a big part of this. But, forget it. You know, it's a wrap. I don't think that she's executing this correctly, and I don't think that she has that much time to play around. You know, a woman of a certain age got a heart that races a certain way, and you got the whole world watching. And you know, it's bad enough that we have to talk about Whitney, you know, an icon with a fabulously achieved station in life regarding her music, you know, her family, you know, her mother, you know, the history of, you know, her mother and father and everybody supporting, and how it was little Whitney Houston who got, you know, discovered by Clive Davis. And everybody loves Whitney Houston, from Light FM to WBLS to, you know, from the hood to Hollywood. You say what you want about Whitney, but and so on and so forth, ... So it's just very sad to see that she's relapsed. Like, she just can't stay away. She just can't stay away. She just needs to use the strongest situation on this that she possibly can. She needs prayer, stay in, acupuncture, restraints, wrist restraints, and you know, I mean, she needs, you know, a colonoscopy, a hypnosis, whatever it's going to take.
Bobby support.
And Bobby support. But whatever it's going to take, she needs it. But right now, you know, that's Whitney, and she's achieved a certain status, so she can run the show. If she tells you she doesn't want to stay in, all these minions around her are being paid by her. So they back off. Okay, Whitney, which one of us do you want to drive you there? I'll drive myself. You know what I'm saying? A little stash in the glove compartment. Or whatever. Just, you know, it's sad. She hasn't started work on her new CD, from what I understand. The CD was supposed to come out in the spring. That won't be coming out anytime soon. Of course, you know, her wellness is the most important thing at this particular point. I knew that something was rotten, though, because she didn't appear at any of the award shows for award season. And no, she wasn't up for any. But, you know, if I was Whitney and the world ridiculed me, the entire globe had footage and ridiculed and snickered at one point or another. At one point or another, everybody was snickering about Whitney Houston and her problems with drugs. So I would make it my business to be fabulous looking for award season and go to everything and screw face and make sure to stop on the red carpet and talk directly into the camera while I'm talking to Star Jones. Yeah. Do I look high now? Oh, yes, I'm back in the studio, and I'm working on my new CD. I feel fabulous. I've just signed on to be the spokesperson for Mothers Against Drunk Driving and the DARE program, you know, for drugs. And I am a part of the initiative, the 52 state initiative. I'm doing that tour before I do my music tour, a portion of the proceeds. You know what I'm saying? Soul Train Music Awards. I don't care about sitting down. I care about running up on the red carpet. Oh, okay, there was nobody there. But you understand what I'm saying? From the Oscars to the SAG Awards, I would be at all that stuff. With a sober Bobby. And venom in my heart. Even though it's something that she did to herself by putting it out there that she enjoys cocaine and sweating and missing important things. You know, it wasn't like she was a secret doer. But I would still have venom in my heart just because, damn, you know, I was down and everybody's talking about it and stuff. Well, now I'm back. Look at me, head to toe, overness. And I would have a whole memorized script of stuff to say. Oh, yes, 17 songs already penned. I've already accomplished 4 of them in the studio. Me and Clive are working very, very hard. I'm doing a 52-state tour, and it's going to be, I'm giving all the proceeds to the tour to the kids on drugs. Yeah, yes, baby. Because many of you all think that I spent all of my money on drugs when I was getting high. Whitney Houston is not broke. Broke is whack. So, what I've decided to do is celebrate my sobriety and give to those who need help with theirs. I'm opening the... You understand what I'm saying? In my mind, I knew something was up. I just didn't want to say it because I'm not trying to put anything out there. But secretly in my mind, I'm like, because I know what that... Shout out to all the ex-offenders. We know what the life is like on the other side, and we know how much we celebrate it now. But particularly how much you celebrate. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Life is a celebration when you're sober. And I would have taken this award season if I was Whitney to be out there working the red carpet. Is it time to play the game? Anyway, so I'm on Inside Edition. And I'm featuring my top knot tease and pop hairstyle. I didn't know I was going to be on until I was driving to work. But I had already had the top knot tease and pop in place. WBLS is going to be in Mount Vernon for the live broadcast tomorrow night. I'm hosting it. How come my name isn't on this liner?
You're on the flyers.
Yeah, but I'm on the flyers. But when Adimu reads this, he's just saying a BLS live broadcast.
I think it's an ongoing thing. You're just doing it tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, but we should have who's hosting it in each thing.
That's true.
When Bob Lee is out at Verizon, the liners say Bob Lee is at Verizon, and I read it that way. When Adimu is doing something, I read it that way. He's get read in the morning show, then they're just saying a BLS live broadcast. So the only place that they're getting to hear it's with me is with me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll talk to promotions about that.
I'm sure it was an oversight. I'm sure that there's no hate behind this.
How can it be an oversight when you're the station?
Oh, Arthur.
I'm bowling tonight, Wendy.
At the Soul Bowl.
Yes. Carry on.
Well, I'm going to read this the way it is.
No, put your name in it.
No, it's okay. Apparently, nobody wants it there, so. Mount Vernon. Join WBLS this and every Friday for the WBLS broadcast at Lounge 42. 420, wrong address.
Ooh.
420 West Broad Street. Ladies 23 and over, gentlemen 25 and over. The first 150 ladies are free. Doors open up at 11 p.m. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow night at Lounge 42 on 42 West Broad. Not 420, it's 42 West Broad Street in Mount Vernon. I even know the specifics. It's a brand new club. How about that? Didn't say that on the paper. It's a brand new club. And it's in the Fleetwood section of Mount Vernon. When I go out, I love to have a good time. And I like to make sure people are going to be out there with me. I'm not trying to waste my time going, out to clubs and stuff. So I like people to show the Fleetwood section of Mount Vernon. I don't know if that matters or not. Nobody calls this the Murray Hill section of Manhattan, but that's where we work. This is the Murray Hill section of Manhattan. Do people call it that?
I know that that's what it's called, but nobody refers to it like that.
Oh.
And avoid hiphop.com and their cameras.
Hiphop.com's going to be there?
You know you probably will.
RealHipHop.com?
So have your hoodie ready.
Yeah, no, a hoodie?
Yeah, so that
It's a grown and sexy party.
Oh.
There will be no hoodie.
Uh-oh. Harmano Gucci's? With socks?
Let me see if this said on here. It doesn't say the style of dress, so dress any way you want. But the flyer that I'm on says it's a hard bottom Friday and it's grown and sexy. And there's going to be a free diamond earring giveaway. Exactly. I'll see you all tomorrow night in the Fleetwood section of Mount Vernon. All righty, everybody. It's time for our grown and sexy contest. Vaughn Harper comes up at 7 o'clock. It's still the Wendy Williams Experience, everybody, on 107.5 WBLS.
How you doing?
It's time to pick your pleasure. Call now to win at 212-545-1075. The choice is yours from the BLS Pleasure Chest. Good luck from 107.5 WBLS.
Today's R&B and classic soul.
Hi, everybody. It's the Biz Monkey. You're checking out the bonus hour of Wicked Wendy Williams.
WBLS.
Hi.
Hi, you're caller number 10.
Oh, my goodness. Wendy?
Congratulations, yes.
Hi, it's Ebony.
Hi, Ebony. Where you calling from?
Well, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but I go to school at Hampton, Virginia.
Wow, a college girl with a new fur coat. Girl, you've hit the jackpot.
Oh my goodness, Wendy.
Now, are you familiar with the luxury that is fur, or do you need me to walk you through?
I heard you earlier, so I know what it is.
Okay, good. Well, I'm going to tell you your choices, then you tell me which one you want. It's a white bolero coat. Do you have a nice booty?
Yes.
Are you thinner or are you thick?
I'm thick.
Okay. The bolero coat might make you look a little Michelin-y up at the top.
Okay.
But it will really expose your boot. All right, let's talk real. Are you fat?
No, I'm not fat.
Okay. What size jeans do you wear?
I wear size 10.
Oh, look at you. Oh, look. This white fox bolero, it's waist length with leather cuffs. It would actually look very cute on you.
Okay.
It's got a front zipper. Or you can have the popcorn fur, they're like balls, like little golf balls of fur all over the place with a very nice leather waist cinch area. Just beautiful, would really show off your figure fabulously. And it cups just below just below your booty cheeks.
Okay.
That comes in either red or white. Or would you like the mink blue or burgundy?
No, I'm going to go with the second choice.
The popcorn fur.
Yeah, that's the one you like, right?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay.
Now, do you want it in red or do you want it in white?
Red.
Okay, good choice. Well, congratulations, Ebony. What's your last name?
My last name's Satterwhite.
Okay, and what are you home for spring break now?
Well, actually, no, I couldn't make it home, so I'm still in school.
Okay. Well, somebody will have to grab your ID and come up here for you.
Okay.
But they'll explain all that to you when I'm going to give. Here, who's going to take it? Zoe's going to talk to you from the intern corner, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ebony.
Aw.
And let us know your radio station.
WBLS.
Fabulous. And all the furs from today's luxurious package were provided by For Sure of New York, the world's finest furrier. They're on 156 West 30th Street in the Fur District. They've got quality furs. You ask for Mr. Will at For Sure Furriers. Thank you, For Sure. I'm sure Ebony's going to love her popcorn coat in red. First stop for that coat would be storage, Eb. I think first season's over. Well, not quite, but hopefully we've got the last of the... I don't believe Britney Spears is pregnant. I think that she just has, the cheese fries and stuff catch up to her, and then she's got to work out like crazy. And as she drinks, and she's got beer belly, and no doubt she's chiefing, so she gets the munchies. And Kevin probably doesn't care whether she porks up or not because he's got the money. He married her when she was at her hot stage, and
he's a millionaire.
He's a millionaire. What does he care? As a matter of fact, while she stays at home and gets miserable and continues to pork up, he'll be out, getting his career on and maybe dating. I don't know. She's got a way of being able to go up and down. They do that in Hollywood. I don't know whether that's a quick fix because she's young, so her metabolism is still good or what it is. But hey, John Witherspoon is telling jokes at Caroline's Comedy Club. Tonight he's going to be there at 8 p.m. You can go to carolines.com to find out and make your reservations and stuff. But Caroline's is on Broadway between 49th and 50th. John Witherspoon is so funny. He's so funny. He was on the show earlier today. Tomorrow, this would make a great date. 8 p.m. show and a 10:30 p.m. show at Caroline's. And Saturday, 8 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. And then Sunday, one show, 8 p.m. It's John Witherspoon all weekend at Caroline's on Broadway. Between 49th and 50th Street. Wendy, is Usher's new trophy Amazon girlfriend, Isha Brightwell, Exhibit's ex-fiance? If it is, did she leave Exhibit for Usher? And why didn't she help him fight when those guys jumped him and smashed that bottle in his face, since she was there at dinner with him when the altercation went down? She was? Wow, they do that in front of other people? Could you please include Exhibits in your next Best Of interview? I love you. Okay. Thank you. Do we have Exhibit for the next Best Of interview?
Exhibit? Yeah.
Okay. Just to no, not necessarily to include it. I don't plan on taking off anytime soon. Congratulations again to Wyclef Jean and Claudinette. I read in the magazine they're adopting a baby girl. Or they've already adopted her or something like that. That's good. That's the ticket. I'm a little hurt that Camila will become queen. like she's allowed to be queen to be and inherit the throne upon Queen Elizabeth's death. I'm hurt, but the man is allowed to go on and be happy. This is probably the happiest he's ever been because it's the first time he's made a decision. It wasn't even his decision to marry Diana. I mean, you know, he's been led by the nostrils by a bunch of broads his whole life. So this is his first real decision as a man. Look, he's damn near 80 and he's finally getting around to make his own decision. How about that woman who bit into a finger at Wendy's? Well, this is good for our diets, though. Do you understand? Let's make lemons into lemonade. While this is a terrible thing, one less place to eat. When you get fat thoughts. Pretty soon, all these places are just going to, between the hawk in the Chinese food and the fingers in the Wendy's.
A human finger?
Well, hold on. I'm going to do the story, and I don't need to read it in this just-in fashion. Here, come on, let's go. A woman's meal at a Wendy's restaurant in San Jose, California. As far as I'm concerned, it was right next door. You know, finger in one, finger in all of them. That's how I go. In my mind. It helps me with the fat thoughts, you know what I mean? A woman's meal at Wendy's restaurant brought a whole new meaning to the term finger food. The woman bit into a portion of a human finger while eating a bowl of chili Tuesday night at Wendy's. Health officials said. That was in San Jose, California. The woman, who asked officials not to identify her immediately spit out the finger and warned the other diners to stop eating. Initially, she did put this object in her mouth and did bite down on it and wasn't sure exactly what it was. She's doing okay, say the people at the Santa Clara Health office. Initially, she was a bit grossed out.
Not bad.
She vomited a number of times. Dr. Martin Finsterherg from the health office said that the finger had been cooked at a high enough temperature to kill any viruses. Who cares? That's what they're concerned about. Officials said that the finger was approximately 1 3/8 inches long.
It was an edible finger.
Well, it was up to the first knuckle.
Oh,
the panic button.
There you go.
She ate a panic button chili bowl. That's the panic button. Who knows where that first part of the finger has been? Do you know the panic button? You know what that is, ladies. That's when he's hammering you a little too long and you're ready to just go watch Desperate Housewives. How am I going to end this? He doesn't look like he's anywhere near ending. You take your finger and you put it back there and you push it up to the first knuckle.
Put that where?
Back there.
Put that where?
Back there. And the first knuckle, and you just wiggle it a little bit.
It's a little bit.
The panic button, he will explode.
Like a super soaker.
Like a super soaker. And then you go wash off and watch Desperate Housewives. Or leave for work or whatever it was. Without the panic button, we'd be late for everything. Anyway. Initially... excuse me, I was describing the finger. 1 3/8 inches long and a 1/2 inch piece of fingernail was also found. They believed it belonged to a woman because the nail was long and it was manicured. Health investigators seized all the ingredients. What does gay have to do with the chili?
It could have been a gay guy.
All right, I'll go with that. You're right. You just try to figure out gay in anything. Just They believe the finger got into the chili in the early stages of making it. They have no evidence that it's an employee. Who cares? As far as I'm concerned, all chili at that place now has fingers in it. All chili everywhere has fingers. And I love chili. But you want to know what? It's not good for us. So there, that's an instant diet. That's one thing totally scratched off my menu. You ever eat the chili at BBQ? The cornbread is sick over there. The cornbread and the chili and stuff. But you know what?
No more chili.
No more chili, period. Nope. I'm debating on chilies. Just because it says, it's guilt by association. We have to go. When Trev Hollywood's on the board, the show really does get run in a whole nother manner.
Military style.
Military, exactly. It's like a boot camp in here, man. He doesn't play.
Cuts off laughs and everything.
Exactly. What did you say? You want to do what?
I said I don't want Mr. Harper flipping on me again.
Yeah, I know.
How you doing?
How you doing, Vaughn? All right, you all. I love you for being here for the bonus hour. I love you for being here for the show, period. It's the Wendy Williams Experience every day, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Yes, 5 hours. And the time goes by so quick. Right here, Vaughn Harper's up next with The Quiet Storm. Champagne follows closely behind. And, of course, you start your day the right way with the morning show with Paul and Ellen and them. What is the slogan? We're the station with today's R&B and classic soul and the Wendy Williams Experience. We're 107.5 WVLS. Good night.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS music starts next.